So we spoke about like how to prepare for this and how to guide our session. And we had the idea of starting just straight on with landing and grounding. So I guess if you allow me, I'll invite us all to a little bit of a juicy presence here and now before we get explorative on any other somatics in the classroom. Yeah.
Please, yes, that
Ready?
sounds delicious.
Good. All right. I noticed, I don't know how you're sitting, Kaki, because you also have a beautiful background. I'm sitting on the ground, but I'm shifting a little bit backwards. So I have a backrest. I feel like that for me, it's the end of the day, might support me. So anyone tuning in, see if you can find steadiness somewhere in your body. For me, that's a backrest I'm leaning into. Or if you're standing, your feet on the ground. If you're sitting, maybe you can bring your attention to the bum on your chair and slowly either close your eyes if you're comfortable or bring your eyes to a point, a still point, to bring your attention a little bit inwards, a little bit backwards, and a little bit down. That's from my favorite coach, Rachel Blackman. I totally use that one of hers. Inwards, backwards, down. And from there, see if you can let your tongue hang loose in your mouth and allow your body to be breathed, to pass by the intention to control your breath. Instead, see if you can relax the belly and allow your body to breathe while you feel your bum on the chair, maybe your back against a backrest or a door, a wall. And bring your attention to your feet on the ground. Is there any sensation in the contact of the feet with the floor? How do your feet stand on the floor? Or maybe they're leaning on the floor when you're sitting cross-legged. Are they talking to you? How they feel? Are they present? And while you just scan your body quickly in this grounding exploration, everything's okay as it is, or try if you can allow what is. Doesn't need to be different. See if you can become aware of what you feel and maybe what you don't feel. Then you travel up from your feet on the ground that connect to the soil underneath. And then you travel through your legs and maybe your knees or your calves, your upper legs, all the way up to your pelvis and your hips. How are you in your seat? Does it feel like a throne or like a warm bath? Does it feel like it wants to move from all the sitting you might have been doing during the day? How is it in there? And they're this beautiful center, like the pelvis and the hips that carry you through the day. How would it be to breathe into the deeper belly, into the pelvic bowl that holds us upright, that holds our whole torso, and that connects our upper body to our lower body? And from there, we travel up the spine and check in with your belly. Are there any organs maybe gurgling? Gently squeezing. That's also your vagus nerve catching your organs with the sensation to release. Any twitching, gurgling, yawning, sighing, swallowing are all signs of the body releasing some tension. And the vagus nerve actively bringing you some nourishment. And then we travel up to the chest, the shoulders. We check in while your hands are through your arms connected to the chest area. Are they alive? Or maybe you can feel like a pulsation of aliveness somewhere in your hands, in your fingers. Might not be the case, that's okay. Or maybe they do bring a sparkle. And respond whatever way you feel like is comfortable for you here in the right moment now. And from there, travel up your neck, and maybe you want to move your head gently from left to right to wake up a little bit of the neck area where the vagus nerve travels through with big bundles of nerves. Very slowly, no train to catch. Just gentle movements. And see if you can still feel your bum on the chair while you do this. And then your spine, and then your torso on top, the pelvic bowl on the bottom. And then your spine carries also your shoulders. And then maybe you can imagine like a waterfall, like a power up the front and a waterfall down the back to release any tension in the upper body. You might notice it's something I need at the moment from being behind the computer. To let the shoulder blades slide over your back to rest in a neutral position. And then bring your awareness up through the neck to your head and your face. And maybe you can squeeze your eyebrows for a moment and then release them. And if you connect the next squeeze of your eyebrows with your sitting bones, maybe they can join for a moment just to gently connect the spine and the whole upper body in like the primal streak area of the body when we're in uterus. And then squeeze and let go and see if you can find a sense of widening to land more in your seat. And one more squeeze of the eyebrows, and maybe your sitting bones can join in a tiny gentle squeeze, not a hard one, just for the sake of a little bit of tension, and then release. And from this widening, can you become aware of the space you're in? Where are you? What do you feel when you're in your room, classroom, outside, bedroom, maybe in your car, on the bicycle? Can you become aware of what's behind you, in front of you? And if you would extend a little bit further outside that room you're in, like maybe to the town on the right and the town further down on the left, where would that go with your attention? If you explore this, maybe your left side is more alive than your right, and everything's how it is. And then if we extend a little bit further to dip into that community we just talked about, like we extend further into space. I'm even stretching out my hands so I can almost reach you if that's available to you in the moment. Maybe you can connect to that embodied educator community all around places, beautiful lands in the world, each with their own embodied presence and embodied vision for our students, for this world, our life, to maybe make a tiny difference. And then if you travel like from that wideness back in, but keeping alive this, the wider sitting bones, the open face with the relaxed eyebrows. Maybe you want to bring a hand on your heart and remember or think of somebody, someone, something. Can be anything, anybody, your pet, friend, beautiful teacup that brings a smile to your heart. And then when you're ready, you can come back to the Zoom, this conversation, and open your eyes anyway, any moment you feel comfortable and ready.
Thank you, Liz.
You're very welcome. Thank you for letting me guide you.